You're watching the West Coast Logging Channel. Come on inside and get some logs, that is.
How we doing, friends? Hope all is well. We finished up yarding yesterday. I got some really cool video. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, you guys have gotten to see it. One of the log trucks, I have to blur the name on it, and I got it all figured out. I actually figured out something really cool, but my laptop's giving me fits. But anyways, I went up and finished piling the brush and the landings this morning, and it sounds like it's probably going to be Monday before we can move the yarder and stuff. So I was afraid I wasn't going to have anything to video until Saturday, which is the day I'm going to go video that guy that's got the RC yarder and whatnot and do a little interview with him. But I got a phone call just a minute ago from Chuck and another guy, which some of you will probably remember, that JD that I worked with at Rose. He somehow cheese dicked his way into buying a yarder. I don't know how, but he did. Anyways, he doesn't know anything about it. It's a koller, 501 koller. It's a thinning yarder. So I'm going to go up and show him how to rig it up and how to run it and stuff. Definitely make sure we get lots of video of that. It's kind of a cool little oversized sewing machine. Alright, we'll get back with you guys. You heard me talk about it. Well, you're going to get to see it now. The big 501 koller. This one actually has a 5-foot extension on the tube. Stand outside, oversized sewing machine yarder. This is a Skyline drum right here. It's 3/4 inch, 4 guy lines. Originally, that's what you use to tighten the guy lines up. Did it by hand. As they evolved, they put a hydraulic pump on them, which was a separate attachment that you paid a bunch more money for. That's the guy line. Screwy bell. Guy line coupler. Moved. Anyway, Skyline, skid line, your guy lines. Right here, this is your, actually the haulback haywire. This is your go ahead on the skid line. Throttle. They changed it. This is an afterthought. It just used to have 2 handbrakes, one for the haulback, one for the skid line. So you just start going ahead on it, throw it in gear, start pulling back the throttle. This lever right here works the haulback haywire drum, which is that one right there. I mean, it's a yarder. It's, you know, it's absolutely designed just like a yarder, just a little bit different, you know. It's hydraulic, and like, well, the haywire, see how it's got this split drum, and then the Skyline again. See how the drums split right there? So you run your Skyline out, and you actually run the Skyline from right here. You go to pick your Skyline up, you pick it up just as absolutely tight as you can, and then you let it down 4, 5, 6 wraps. Start picking it up, and you take a bar and you push the Skyline over, flop it off down onto there. It's called a kickover, because these things are not powerhouses. When you kick that Skyline down onto that smaller drum, it's almost like giving it that extra amount of power or whatever, because of the difference in size and drum. I don't know exactly how to explain that. Anyways, you kick that over and then pick it up, and this yarder it'll pick that Skyline tighter than a TMY50 will, and I mean tight. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Neat little deal. A lot of that, the little cage over your head there, that's, like I say, afterthought. The air brake for the skid line is an afterthought, which is kind of cool. The rest of it is you know, what it was designed at. And like I say, you would hand crank the guy lines up. Oh, excuse me. So this is the guy line right here. That's the guy line and nub. That's so cool. The one that I worked on still had the original, I don't know what you call that weirdo looking, we always call it galvanized line, but neat little machines. Surprisingly impressive what they will do. They're not fast and they're not powerful. So you have to optimize every turn, whether you're in the front, in the middle, or all the way in the back. Because, like I said, it's one speed, whether you're right off the landing or clear in the back. Make sure, optimize every turn, every turn. That's what these things were designed to be, you know, optimized. Hopefully, we'll get some video of it running, or we will. Eagle carry. Alright, that's what I was up to today. You look right there. See that little set screw? There's actually two of them. I've had lots and lots of people ask how the line gets connected to the drum. Some of them have nubs, so on and so forth. This is one that just slides in. It's just a set screw that holds it there. So on a setup like this, I want a full layer of wraps before I'm pulling on that, because you'll pull right through that little set screw. Oh yeah, this is the hydraulic pump for, oh, that's tightening. See? Normally, yeah, you'd use that hand crank. Get a little instructional video here. Alright, so this is the Skyline drum, and you pick it up and slack it from out over here. These are obviously my guy lines. Sorry, the sun's gonna screw us, but I want to get as much of this while you guys can hear and see when I can. This is my haywire haulback drum. It doesn't really have a haywire drum. As you see, it's split right there. You fill up one side and then kick it over and fill up the other side. Some guys just run, you know, regular haywire. This one actually has, this drum is full of haywire, and that drum is full of 1/2 inch one-piece line. Which is actually a pretty good idea, really. Ooh. Skid line. And then this is the big cab here.
Oh, I'm gonna be right next to the
But you run it all from right here. So we better start that back up so that the whistle will work. And haywire come unhooked. Well, haywire come unhooked while we was pulling the layout around. This is the guy line motor. Instead of having one on each guy line, it's just got one. Normally, it's designed to use the hand crank. Alright, so we got the haywire hooked back up. Normally, they don't have a second guy up here. So as you're pulling the haywire out, you just let the Skyline just kind of free spool off. It doesn't always work out so great. And then when they blow a stop, you run around there and hit the Skyline brake. And I've had them go, so yeah, I'm glad we got somebody up here that's going to work the brake for us, because this thing hasn't been ran in a while, so it could be ugly. Okay, here comes the Skyline. Okay, I gotta start. We're balling up, so start pushing it over. Push it over, push it over. There you go. Okay, are you kicked over?
I think so.
Pull that bar back up. No, bar behind you. Bar behind you.
What bar?
The one that's laying on the HUD, right there.
Okay.
So that it doesn't. There you go. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, don't hold that brake quite as much. We're out there with it now. Uh-oh. I blocked this off, God damn it. Hold the brake. I need you to go back up there. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna...
Alright, go ahead. Forward.
Everything's good? Hey, don't stick your head down in there. Hey, it's all right now. Yeah, don't worry about it now. Okay, that Skyline brakes off.
Yeah, pull back.
Okay, here we go. That's changing roads with the big side. Come out.
Alright, that's the Skyline.
Look at this Skyline. Pump this thing up. I need reverse. Can you put me in drive? Give me drive. Lots of it. Oh, this, that.
Alright. Break in.
No, you just stop. I'm good.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Never do. What's that mean?
I'm going to slack it down and we're going to go right ahead on it and pick it back up.
Reverse?
Yeah, put it in reverse. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, put it right. Full throttle. Just open it up. It's not. You got 300 feet of lift out there.
Oh, okay.
It's the big side, homie. You know?
I thought it was hung up. It was coming tighter. So put it neutral.
No, it's fine.
Alright.
Alright, well hopefully that came out, but oh yeah, that's what she looks like. See how tight that Skyline got? And we haven't even put it in the kickover drum. Once you put it over in the kickover, and in case, I'll show you again. Now that we got a bunch of Skyline off, you'll be able to understand it better. Yeah, you pick it up tight, then you slack it back off, You start picking it up, and you put a bar like right here, flop that Skyline down onto this little drum, and when you do that, she gets tight, 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 tight.
Is it string tight?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this thing will pick the Sky after you jump it tighter than a lot of like TM150 and stuff like that. So pretty cool. Oh, the sun's in my way, but I gotta pick this Skyline up. We're kind of lisping to the side. Now there's the Skyline motor hooked up. I had to bump the Skylines. But yeah, that job right there, that's where I very first started making the YouTube videos. I shovel logged all that, and then a bunch down here. Then that rock bluff is where we rigged that 737 up at. Okay, so we're picking this Skyline up. What I'll do is I'll pick it up to about where I think I want it. Then I'll slack it back off and put it on that kickover so that it's not screwing the line up. It gets pretty tight there, so yeah, I'm gonna take it. I got it, Chuck. I want to, yeah, let's go down a little bit more. I don't want to cross that if I don't have to. That's good, Chuck. Okay, we're good.